Alrighty, I'm back again. I'm gonna go to work. It's about 6:45 in the morning. Tuesday, April 11th, I believe. Tells you how much I'm into what's going on. It's spring. Oh, it's so nice out. I am riding now with my normal riding jacket. Not wearing thermals, my mesh riding gloves. Of course, you got someone pulling in front of me first thing in the morning. Good morning to me. Yeah, here we are. Getting the evening morning commute the right way. I don't really have anything I want to talk about. It's just so nice. I just said I got to get out there, get the camera on. I am testing a new microphone. I lost the windscreen to my original one, and I'm having trouble finding a replacement for it. Got this on a different mic setting. Close some of the vents on the helmet. And let's just see how it is. If I'm still going to get wind noise. If I am, I might have to reorder my old mic, or there's a new kind of windscreen that's like fur. It looks really good. And it's like $20. It's not terrible, but wow, $20 for a windscreen. For someone to say, well, you can just get some cat fur or something and use that. Well, if I knew how to do that, I suppose I would. Or any kind of fur. So, yeah, it's springtime. The weather is amazing. And I'm not alone. I'm sure a lot of people are doing this. My wife and I went out riding over the weekend. Really nice, epic ride. About an hour and a half or so throughout the South Jersey farmland countryside, and saw a lot of bikers, guys on scooters, women on bikes. It was great. It was good to see everyone. And normally I think that's a good thing. That's really wonderful. But along with everyone being out, the idiots are out too. So just be careful. When I say idiots, I mean distracted drivers, whether they're on four wheels, whether they're two, aggressive drivers, high-risk drivers, just doing stupid things, popping wheelies, riding like a squid, especially if you're going around a blind curve and you're not sure what's coming around and someone else comes around shaving into your lane. Be aware of these things. Just be careful. So speaking of idiots, I know in an earlier vlog I had talked about cars on my list. And for example, there's this pickup truck in front of me. A little suspicious of his behavior, so I'm keeping my distance. Pickup trucks are kind of on my list, but and this is not in any particular order. These are just cars that I have noticed that the owners drive very aggressively, very inconsiderate. They tailgate you, they cut in front of you, they feel as though the road is theirs. So here's my list. This is again not in any particular order. BMW. I don't know what it is about that brand or car, but they're the number one, I would say. on my list. BMW car drivers. Not a fan. Second, Mercedes. You guys just love to drive fast, as though anyone who's in front of you, how dare they get in your way. Not a fan. Audi Quattro drivers. Again, you guys are aggressive. You think you're kings of the road. Don't know what it is about you, but yeah, you're on my list. And last but not least, Nissan. Something about that brand too. It doesn't seem like it's a sports car brand, but there's some nice ones out there, and they drive aggressively enough to get on my list. So I'm aware of that, and I take tactics and precautions to deal with them. I'd say it's automatic, but they're on my list. There you have it. Secondary breakdown, yes, I'm going to say pickup drivers, pickup trucks. And I don't want to brand all pickup truck drivers as bad. It's not true. But I tend to observe that behavior. And I don't know what it is. List can go on. Buses. I'm not saying exactly school buses, but public transportation buses. Hi. Good morning. Welcome. Away we go. I've had a lot of really hairy run-ins with city buses. Just the other day, one just cut into my lane. Just came into me, almost ran me off the road. So they do whatever they want. I've seen them run lights, probably more than anyone on the road that I know. And I know they've got to make their schedule, stops and stuff, but at the extent of safety, that's dangerous. So I like to be aware of buses. And this is another thing, for us riders, I've seen bad choices also. In the city, I sometimes see other motorcycle or scooter riders that will ride directly behind a bus. And that's not really smart. One, the bus may not know that you are there if they have to make sudden stops or change lanes. That can be dangerous for you, but the most important part is cars coming in the opposing lane. Wow, I'm going fast. If they can't see you, and let's say they see the bus coming and they figured, I got to make a left turn once the bus passes, I'm going to do that. Well, if they don't see you, they're going to hit you. And so the bus is blocking you. You really need to stay back. The idea of the 2-second following distance is a good idea here in this circumstance. I mean, 2 seconds following is smart in all situations, but a bus. Jesus. Speaking of which, they didn't even see me. And I was more than 2 seconds behind. So glad there was no one in the other lane. He did not give me much choice. Vans like that back there, the guy almost ran me over. SUVs, any kind of a big vehicle be aware of how far behind you are, because you don't want to be blind. You don't want to be blocked so that vehicles in the other lane can't see you. See and be seen, as they say. So yeah, on this nice spring day, in the coming days, weeks, months ahead of us, the warm weather brings out the good and the bad, the crazy and the sane. So be aware of that. Like, here's the van that almost ran me over. Oh, asshole.